You don't, and everybody knows this, anybody that's ever worked with him.
Patrick Muldoon has just passed away. The actor and producer known for his roles in Days of Our
You
Lives,
don't say Mr. De Niro because you think he would give that respect, and he doesn't like that.
Melrose Place, and Starship Troopers died suddenly on April 19 following a heart attack.
Like that, right? You don't talk to him unless he talks to you. And just
He
like
was 57. And now, a resurfaced interview of his is going viral, because when you watch it today, knowing what happened, something about his words hits very differently. In this video, we're going to look at what he said in that last interview, what it reveals, and the very real warning signs of a heart attack that everyone needs to know. Because the last point could genuinely save your life or someone you love. Patrick Muldoon had returned to Days of Our Lives in June 2025 after a 15-year absence from the show. As he walked onto set, he looked straight into the camera and said, "Feels good to be back." He was energized, he was present, he was moving forward. Just last month, he was seen in attendance at the 2026 Saturn Awards. There were no public signs of anything being wrong. And then, the interview that fans are now watching back with completely different eyes. In his final public appearance, Patrick sat down and spoke openly about where he was in life. Not about his health, but about his journey, about what it had taken to keep going. He said, "It's been a longer journey than I ever thought it would be. It's required more of me, more patience, more discipline, more strength than I knew I had. I knew I was strong. I didn't know I was this strong, but I feel good. But I feel good." Those were some of his last words in a recorded interview, and that's the part that makes people stop scrolling. Because he wasn't complaining, he wasn't asking for anything. He was just a man who had fought hard, felt proud of where he stood, and genuinely believed there was more ahead of him. The very next day, on April 18, just hours before his death, he posted on Instagram about his excitement to appear in the upcoming crime film Cockroach alongside Chris Hemsworth, Taron Egerton, Zazie Beetz, and Alec Baldwin. His words were, "So excited to be a part of this amazing project directed by Matt Ross, filming now in Australia." That was it. That was the last thing he shared with the world. Excitement, gratitude, energy. And then he was gone. But wait, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt completely fine, busy, active, optimistic, and had no idea that your body was quietly sending signals you weren't catching? Because here's where most people go completely wrong. They think a heart attack only happens to people who look sick, who feel sick, who have been warned. But that's not always how it works. Patrick's death was described as sudden. There were no widely known reports of serious health issues before the incident. And that's exactly what makes heart attacks so devastating. Most people who had a cardiac arrest had one or more symptoms in the hour before the event. Some symptoms may even appear a few weeks before, but many people who have a cardiac arrest had no prior symptoms at all. And here's the part most people don't talk about. These signs are often dismissed as stress, indigestion, or tiredness, especially in men in their 50s who are physically active and feel, in their own words, good. Knowing what signs to look out for chest pain for a heart attack or fainting for cardiac arrest can be life-saving. By performing CPR, you can double or even triple a person's chance of survival. That's not a small thing, that is everything. To put this into perspective, here was a man who started his career while still in college, won the Soap Opera Digest Award for Best New Actor, built a decades-long career across television, film, and music, and was still, at 57, producing major Hollywood films, walking red carpets, and posting about dream projects. Known as Bobo to his loved ones, he was the life of every party, bringing infectious energy and genuine warmth wherever he went. His ability to make people feel safe and seen set him apart. Patrick Muldoon's resurfaced interview shows a man who felt strong, grateful, and completely alive right up until the end. His final post, made the day before he died, was about a new film, a big cast, and a future he was genuinely thrilled about. And the warning signs of a heart attack are real, often silent, and something every single one of us needs to take seriously, no matter how healthy or how young we feel. Because if Patrick's story teaches us anything, it's that the heart doesn't always give you a warning you recognize, and the people we love don't always get a goodbye. Friends remembered him as someone who embraced each day with a full-tilt rock and roll spirit. That's the legacy.